Alright guys, it's Alex from FreeFPC. I'm obviously the most research member of the fucking group because I'm not fucking useless like my companion sitting over on the sofa behind me, Mr. Daniel Ward. Say hi.
He's also the most modest motherfucker of the group.
After what you said about me and yours, I'm not fucking gonna... I wouldn't fucking kick off. Right, anyway. It's E3 week and we just had day one yesterday. It fucking took its toll on us. We had, being in the UK, we were up till fucking 3am, 4am just watching the fucking thing, and then we have to fucking do these. It's not a pleasant sight. Yeah, I haven't slept, so I'm going on a very long time without sleep.
All because some reason we love you.
Yeah, our sheer love for you and the sheer love for the video game business. It makes us happy to do this. Somewhat. You're pushing it though. Fucking. Right, anyway, I'm going to try and not laugh at myself throughout this because I always do it, I've noticed that. But right, each of us are taking on a different one of the big press conferences throughout the week. Tom's taking on Microsoft and I think he's taking on EA, but no promises there. It even wasn't that fucking good. A bit over the top at the end. If I think Dad agrees with me with that one.
Fireworks for no real reason.
Yep. But yeah, also, so Tom's taking on Microsoft and Dan just recorded his take on Sony, which will be up on YouTube about the same time as this one, on our own personal channels. You'll notice that we're on our own personal channels for these. We did this just because it was easier for us to break them down instead of doing one giant FreeFPC episode where it was just going to be insane. It would have been about 4 hours long. And, well, this just seemed easier. Seemed more logical to do as well. So yeah, I'm taking on the Ubisoft conference, which was on day one. Great conference. I'm going to start like this. It was a great conference throughout. All the conferences were good. This was one of the better ones out of the four we saw. So yeah, I'm now going to dive straight into it. I'm going to record this in 2 parts. So you're going to have to bear with me. And I'm going to get all the names of the people wrong because they're all French. Or pretty much. So right. Ubisoft. Ubisoft opened with the first 5 minutes of the newly announced Far Cry 4. I'm not sure if it's newly announced, but at least newly shown to us. Produced by Montreal. Fucking amazing. They're one of the better ones of the Ubisoft studios, even though that's really not saying much because they're all just fucking insanely good. I can't remember the last Ubisoft game I really despised, but I'm sure there's one. But the first thing that hit me when we were watching this was the vibrancy of the colours within the whole thing. It was just stunningly amazing. Like, visually, really mind-blowing. Really popped. Can't really say much about colours. I don't know why I'm even trying to go into them. So I'm actually going to talk about what happened in the trailer. The first thing I want to bring up is why the fuck did that bitch fucking hit that monkey? That monkey should slap her straight in the fucking tit. It's fucking out of order. Slapping a fucking monkey. Stupid.
The monkey needed a cigarette.
Monkey needed a cigarette, apparently. Fair enough, if that's what you do. If you're a monkey. But yeah, it was quite fun. Got to see... I'm not sure if it's based on an actual place. I didn't quite catch the name of the place they were talking about. I'm not sure if it's an island. I haven't played the other Far Cry games. They're ones on my list, and I will be playing them eventually when I have the time and money and, well, effort. So I will play them in this lifetime, maybe. But yeah. So I don't really know much about the franchise. So seeing this, it didn't make me feel like I needed to know about the franchise so I can play it. I imagine it will help, but I don't know if it's a continuation or not. So in the trailer we saw them entering this new town or city or island or whatever, and they're on a bus. Woman bitch slaps a monkey and then she should get bitch slapped back, but I covered that. But yeah, afterwards people start running, shots start getting fired, and then all of a sudden helicopter lands, and who I assume is going to be our next big villain for this franchise steps out. Don't know his name. Don't think they even mentioned it. But yeah, it was just he looks great. I'm not sure who he's voiced by. but be looking into that. Well, I haven't researched him today.
Wasn't that Troy Baker?
I think it was, but I didn't want to say. If it is Troy Baker, then great. He's one of the better voice actors out there today. So, he appears looking amazing, sounding amazing, whoever the voice actor is. And, I can't really say too much. They did give us a tagline for this game. I assume it's the tagline, but it's actually something I feel that all games should actually take on as a personal motto when developing games, and that is every single second is a story. Now, as some people might know from Ward mentioning it in the podcasts, is I'm not a very sociable person. I don't make friends. I don't enjoy talking to many other people. So online gaming is not something for me. I'm not into online multiplayer. Just not my kind of thing. I prefer games where I can just concentrate on the story and just solely live on that story. I don't need the multiplayer. If it's on there, fantastic. But, well, maybe not fantastic. Depends on the game. Assassin's Creed Revolutions. But, I just feel that this motto is something that every games company should go by. And if Ubisoft are literally using this as a literal thing where every second does tell a story, then this could be one of the greatest games in a recent memory. Like, I'm not sure if you agree.
Yeah, it definitely could. By the way, it wasn't Troy Baker.
Wasn't it? Okay. Right, it's not Troy Baker doing the voice of the villain.
I'm sorry.
But whoever it is, they were amazing. So right, going to move on from Far Cry now to a first of all I want to talk about the host. They got this I can't say her first name. Her name is Aisha Taylor, I think. She's it's her third time hosting the Ubisoft Press conference, and she's a comedian. People will know her from Whose Line Is It Anyway in America, the newer series, which I hear isn't that good compared to the older series. I haven't watched them, so don't ask me. But yeah, I liked her as our host because she was funny. She told the story of the conference, if that's really a bad way of saying it. But she moved the conference along and she interacted with the other people on stage quite well. And she was just genuinely funny. And something that struck me throughout this whole conference was that Ubisoft didn't go against swearing. It's a small thing, but it's something like when you look at Sony and Microsoft, they wouldn't have sworn during this, and they didn't. And it's because it was against their big business thing. Ubisoft don't give a fuck. Straight after the Far Cry 4 trailer came out, bloke just came on and went, get on the island, and then basically you're fucked. Not an exact quote, but pretty similar. So yeah, we had Aisha Taylor hosting, pretty good. She then brought on the crew from Just Dance 2015, Ward's favourite game of the year. It's going to be amazing for him. He's been working on his moves for a good couple of years now, getting ready for this game. His faces of disgust. He doesn't need to come over here. But right, he's looking forward to this game. Go on, show us your moves. There you go, you can see he's been practicing. Get the fuck out of my individual video now. You'll come back later. So yeah, we got into Just Dance. They revealed this Just Dance Now feature where you use your smartphone and a TV with internet. So that's the newer TVs, like smart TVs and just the newer released ones. And they made some claims here which I feel are going to be quite hard to live up for, and that's that you can dance together in real time, latency free, and have as many people as you want. Now, me and Ward both used to suffer from really bad internet when playing online games. We can tell you the lag was awful, and I don't think next gen is going to make our internet any better, because it's nothing to do with our internet. So it's going to make it tough, but that's just my personal opinion on that. For all I know, this could be a revolutionary step in online multiplayer gaming. But what this Just Dance Now uses, it uses your smartphone as your controller, and it's also your primary screen for some reason. And the TV is your secondary, where all your instructions will be. So basically a primary. I don't know what they're on about. But to demonstrate this, they brought out a dance crew who obviously knew the dance, otherwise it'd be a bit of fucking shit. They weren't looking at the screen, and they were all had the controllers in hands, and by controllers the phones, and they're doing the dance to whatever song they picked. Fuck knows. And they all just started dancing away. At the end, they revealed who had the high score out of all their dancers. There was a fair few fucking dancers on that stage, though. So if they was tracking every single one, then yeah, this is going to be quite a big step into it. Must have been about 40 plus dancers on that stage, roughly. Maybe an over-exaggeration.
I just want to quickly chime in here. That woman looked way too happy that she'd won that. Like she just won an Emmy or something.
She did look about 16, to be fair.
She looked like she just won an Oscar.
You won a gaming competition at E3.
It wasn't really a gaming competition.
You won a dance gaming competition.
She could see the screen. That's kind of like screen hacks when none of them else could.
He's got a point there, guys. Fucking Ubisoft. But right, I felt that this was a great demo of what the game could actually be. Not that I'm ever going to fucking own it. Ward's buying that shit. But he really fucking hates it.
Seriously!
But, yeah, I just it was a great demo of the game. Showed off that it has this possibility to withstand all this mass multiplayer. They said you could have as many people as you want. I don't think you could get the whole fucking dancing. Yeah, I'd like to see Kim Jong-un try, but that's just me. But now I'm going to move on from the fucking dancing because, well, I'm not exactly a dancer and I don't really care about it. So we're going to move on to a game. Now, going into this conference, the Ubisoft one in particular, me and Ward were excited about two games, and they were Assassin's Creed Unity and the one I'm about to talk about, which is The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division, which is a game that's set to be amazing. We're looking forward to it. We talk about it most days. There's always a new little thing for us to see on the webs. If not, we'll find something new in the old trailers. But anyway, yeah, unfortunately all we got in this Ubisoft press conference for The Division was fucking a 2-3 minute trailer of cinematic. That's not what we wanted to see going into it. We wanted to see gameplay. We wanted to know more about the game. A lot of time was spent on the dance game and on the shape up fitness game, which I'm going to talk about in the second part. I spent so much time on that I felt they could have reined them back and given us more of The Division. I know they're trying to show the diversity of their company and the games they make, and they've been making fucking shooters for a long time. But I wanted to see, we really want to know what this game's about. So it would have been really nice to see it. I know Ward was really upset by that, but we'll get his opinion in a bit. Something I liked was within this trailer we got, because that's what it was. It was basically a cinematic trailer. That's exactly what it was. The graphics and detail in the cinematic was insane. It was like true next gen. I'm a believer of, whilst we have the next gen consoles now, we haven't got the next gen games. They'll be coming out in the next couple of years, and I feel like this is one of the front end games of next gen, if it is to come out whenever it's due to come out pretty soon, like along with the other games like Assassin's Creed Unity. That is our true start of the next gen, in my personal opinion. But one thing is, they're really, like I said, they're just so slow to explain what this game is to us. Like, we get it's online, it's a shooter, it's multiplayer, you can interact with your friends in different ways using the tablet and stuff, but they just seem to be hiding it from us, and it's really annoying. It's just why? This is the game we want to see. This is probably going to be one of your best games of the year, Ubisoft. We need to see that. We want to know about it. I know that too many companies release too much now, but you're not releasing enough of this game. We saw too much of the other stuff. We needed more of The Division. It was just such a teaser that it wasn't a teaser to get us excited. It was a teaser that pissed us off. So with that, I'm going to get Ward's opinion because this is the game he really wanted to see. So he's going to walk over and I'm going to cover whilst he does the walk. And it's really annoying to do this, but here he is.
I'm going to go as slowly as possible just to piss you off.
He loves it.
See how this bloke chased me. The Division, yes, as he said, the game I am been looking most forward to this year. However, that Ubisoft trailer did not do it justice. It was a cinematic. It wasn't that good. I kind of wanted a more of a backstory as to what's actually going on. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, as there is a 20-minute standalone trailer. We're going to appear for it later in the week. I do believe that's
on the IGN
today.
schedule. It's in the next 2 days, sometime.
So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt till then. So far, I was a little bit disappointed because they didn't talk about it afterwards. It's literally one of very few games that have actually appeared on the lineup that they did not talk about afterwards, and that really just gutted me like a fish.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have heard from the developers of the game. That's what I felt. It would have been nice to listen to the people actually talk about it instead of just seeing it. That's what I felt. I'm not sure. I think you agree. That's pretty much what you just said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Well, that's it for the Division. This cunt is going back and he's going to pass me a drink over in a minute.
Oh, is it?
Yes, because he loves me and I'm really thirsty. I'm sitting underneath a fucking skylight and it's burning a hole in my skin. My skull.
You love your skin?
My skins.
Burning a hole in your skin. That's a new one.
But right, anyway, moving on, because this is getting really informal and, well, actually, informal is not the right word. We're just very informal because you can't fucking tell.
I'm not wearing a suit and tie for a reason.
I'm wearing my birthday suit underneath.
Hello.
Right, so I'm going to move on, and this will be the last game I'll cover before I take a break. The one I'm going to talk about now is called The Crew. It's a driving game. That's it. It's a driving game. It's an MMO driving game where they say that every car has a customization. Now, I don't know fuck all about cars. I literally know fucking shit all. I know how to drive it, and that's it. And so, based on customization, I'm going on Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2, fucking from the PS2 days. And what they were customizable with were neon bumpers, decals, shit like that. I'm not even sure I know what fucking half of this shit is. So, the stuff they can talk about. I know what a fucking bumper is. I'm not that much of a fucking idiot. They say in this game you can go coast to coast of the United States of America with no loading screens. Now, from what we saw in the Sony press conference, on which Ward discussed, where you can that game where you can go fucking interplanetary with no loading screens, this doesn't seem like that much. But I don't know how long America is, but I imagine even in game that's going to take a fair fucking while to drive. They had to speed up that footage quite substantially. And I don't think even they made it the whole way. I think they made it about halfway. But anyway, I just feel like it's a driving game. I've got nothing really much to say. They did bring out one of their people. I'm not sure what his position within the company was. His name was Julian Graiety or something like that. I can't really say it. He said that there are 2 hours plus of missions at some point. I don't know what they were, if they were DLC or what. I kind of missed that. Then they say they opened up the doors for players. Does that just mean that more people can come online and play it? It's an MMO. I imagine quite a few people would be able to play it already. I don't know quite what that means. But they got the battle playoffs over the next couple of days. The crew battle playoffs June 10th and 11th, and then they will be opening the beta version of the crew on July 23rd, and its launch date is November 11th on PS4, Xbox One and the PC, which, if you're a driving game fan, you're supported. If you're not, buy The Division, buy Assassin's Creed, don't buy The Crew. But anyway, I'm gonna stop this video now, just because of YouTube limits and it being a bit of a cunt to me earlier. Sorry if you don't like that word, I do. But that might
That
sound...
one's a bit obvious from the last 10 years of knowing you.
It's a bit of the fucking link now. But anyway, yeah. In the meantime, be sure to go check out our podcast on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/freefpc. We also have our own YouTube channel, which you can find somewhere. Just search for FreeFPC. We're there. Find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at FreeFPC Podcast. And then go check out Dan and Tom's videos where they break down the other conferences from throughout the week. So we will be back with a Nintendo podcast within the next couple of days, maybe hours if we're lucky. Might put on a live event, but doubt it. So yeah, join me in the next one where I will talk about Assassin's Creed, Shape Up, Valiant Heart, and Ubisoft's Secret Reveal.